Season 1 of Prior Lake's Next Top Model, and we are bringing a whole new top model to you, along with our producer Kevin Tran, local photographer of Kevin Tran Photography, coming in to create the first ever top model online web series with the help of our social media correspondent Lucy Zhao, a former model from the age of 5, and our creative director Brittany Tran, all giving their experience input from the judging room. This is how it works. At each photo shoot, models were scored from 1 to 10. Then it got posted online and you got to score the girl's photo. Judges' score and social media score will determine who stays and who goes home. And you, the fans, voted for an eliminated girl who got the chance to come back into the running to become Prior Lake's next top model.
You wanna be on top? Wanna be on top? It's time to make it high. You know that we don't stop. And when you get it high, you gotta be on top. Wanna be on top? Wanna be on top? Wanna be on top?
We are back at McCall Park for the week, and the theme is natural, where each girl chooses 3 words that best describes themselves, and they have to portray it within the photo without any makeup. Our photographer this week is your very own producer, Kevin Tran of Kevin Tran Photography. Kevin has started taking photos at the age of 16, and has started off taking themed photo shoots, but then moved more towards the fashion world. Let's see what the models had to say about this week's photo shoot.
Got me dolled up, and even after I didn't look that good. And then I pretended like I was constipated, and that apparently is how you're supposed to model. So, just kidding. It's not. I don't know how you model. I feel like just even some natural looking makeup could have made the photos even stronger, just to contrast like the shapes of the girls' faces and their eyes and everything, just to make them pop a little bit more.
Now, let's start with our judging. Another job well done for Gabby. One thing I would say is that the facial expression is kind of the same as the first photo. And also, she kind of lost her neck in this photo. It kind of disconnects from the viewer that looks at this photo because you kind of need a neck. I think a lot of other humans have necks, but this photo is super fierce. She looks so fashionable. She looks really comfortable of being herself, and it's kind of natural. It goes really well with the theme.
Let's go.
I am not sensing anything dramatic or confident in this photo. It just didn't do its justice.
Yeah. Let's go.
I love how the model brought energy to this photo. It definitely represents her. I love how confident she looks and how she didn't play it safe this week. She definitely went out of her comfort zone and experimented with what she was capable of. I adore her.
Tonight I wanna show you off. What you got?
I was really disappointed in Cami for this week because this is another accidental left photo, and she covered her whole face this time, and a model should really never cover her whole face. Also, throughout the photo shoot day, she was really not confident of what she was doing. Being a model is more than being pretty or knowing that you're pretty. It's knowing what you're doing and confident in yourself.
You can make my life complete.
Her pose does not represent her words, but the face expression makes me iffy. I'm not sure what she was trying to do, but it looks like she was confused or uncomfortable. I do have a lot of faith in this model, so my advice is that she should go out of her comfort zone and try to experiment with what she has potential of doing. Personally, my favorite photo from this week's challenge. She definitely represents her word descriptions, and I love how confident she looks and how she rocked to improvement. She looks sexy and confident, and is definitely what the model industry needs. I definitely have faith in this model.
Lauren did a really good job on this photo, but the one thing I would ask her to work on is the lighting. The lighting on her face is a little sketchy, and I would recommend having the model's face like have a lot of light on it, so like you could actually see her face, but there are like these awkward shadows on it. But everything else, her personality just shines right through this photo, so I'd say she did a really good job. Last week's Cassidy's was a little more awkward, but this week she kind of stepped it up a little bit. She has more of the confident side, which really pops out, but her other words really didn't show at all. But since her pose is pretty strong, her facial expression is pretty strong too, I say she did a pretty great job, but I feel like she has a lot to improve on. Danny did a really good job for this photo, but her face looks a little scared. Her words were supposed to be like girly and futuristic, but her face just looks kind of worried. I'd recommend working on her facial expressions, but so far the pose is very, very well done, and her clothing is very fashionable. I'd say she did a pretty good job. Jessica had a really strong pose, but the one thing I would fix is the lighting. The lighting is really, really bad. No offense. It's not her fault, I guess it's the sun's fault, but the model should know how to work with the lighting. There's so much shadow on her face that it kind of darkens out. And you want, the face is kind of like the product, and you want your face to shine through, and if you darken it, you kind of lose the whole point in the image. But her pose is really strong, so I think she did a really good job on that, but the shadows and the lighting she really needs to work on. Here are the final scores for this week's challenge.
I don't know why, because I was just like, hey, look at me. I'm smart, but I'm not. I'm not actually smart. I was just pretending to read. I can't even read. Just kidding, I can. But, like, how do you pretend to do something you can't do on camera? Like, I don't know.
Vane. Let's go. Let's welcome everybody to Planet Pit and show them what worldwide music is. Call me Mr. Worldwide. Let's show them why they call me Mr. Worldwide. Why you think they call me Mr. Worldwide?
Find more information about us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or on our website, PLTopModel.weebly.com.